This is the Bulgarian family. And yet, like many American families during these trying times, they're stuck finding themselves in between conflicting opinions on COVID and the ongoing pandemic.
I thought, COVID was just something like the flu, something that would just be over in a few weeks.
I think everybody around me and myself was fear because of like how it was being thrown out there like in the news, that it was something to be like super afraid of and you needed to be extra careful.
The days turned into weeks, the weeks turned into months, and the months turned into years, and people started growing tired of the pandemic.
I literally was bored. I went from being able to do all kinds of things to not doing anything at all to being home literally 24/7.
After a few months, I was a little over it.
I wasn't able to see my friends. I wasn't able to go out as much. I was stuck at home doing nothing, and I didn't get the proper education.
We now found ourselves stuck in the middle of a spiritual and ideological spectrum, whether to take the pandemic still as a serious matter or to not take it seriously.
I was glad that they were taking the extra precautions for us, but then at the same time, I wanted to be able to go out and do things. Things that we normally did before that we couldn't do during COVID.
It was a fucking shit show. Literally, they didn't know how to go about making the American people feel safe during the time where it was so unsafe.
My parents, Isabel and Gabriel Sr., didn't mind taking any precautions when it came to COVID. However, they were very protective of their kids, forcing them to wear their mask out in public, taking a personal bottle of hand sanitizer, and many other precautions. Then we roll around November 2021, where everything took an unexpected turn.
When we got COVID, I was a little scared. I was anxious.
Everybody around me started getting sick. Literally everybody around me was getting COVID. My sister, my boss, my coworker, my aunt, my uncle, I would obviously take the meals. If they needed medicine, I would be able to get it. I know for like some of my family, like I had to take the kids to go get tested because both parents had COVID, and making sure that they had the correct like meals, drinks, whatever medicine they needed.
I was the only one who didn't catch COVID at all, and was tasked to having to take care of my family and their needs during their illnesses, continue working on schoolwork, and due to work policies, without proof of a positive test, I was still forced to work my shifts at work, which at the time I was doing overnight shifts. But nothing would compare to the difficulties my dad, Gabriel Bulgarin Sr., went through.
Tenía miedo y también me daba un poco de confort que me estaban atendiendo. Todo iba a salir bien, pero uno nunca sabe con esto. Todos los planes que tiene uno futuro y todo lo que ha construido uno pueden acabar. Estuve 7 días en el hospital y nomás pensaba en mi familia, en hacer cosas, y quería salir de ahí y hacer muchísimas cosas. Salí de ahí y fue difícil, pues no podía respirar. Tenía que llevar poco a poco al recuperamiento.
Seeing the troubles and terrifying experiences my family went through, some had to reevaluate their views on COVID.
I guess when they are sick and you see how seriously sick they got, it kind of makes you question did I make the right choice?
And just like my family, most Americans started to also rethink the pandemic and their previous views on it.
But we didn't let the fact that we all had a difference in opinion didn't stop us from still being a family. But the difference in opinion for me, it's it doesn't matter. I believe what I believe, they believe what they believe, and everybody has the right to do that. And we might not agree on everything, but we don't necessarily have to agree on everything, as long as at the end of the day you see the bigger picture.
We are a prime example of a true American family that everyone should strive to be. They might have different views on certain topics, but they evaluate each other's thoughts and feelings behind them to understand and respect their point of view. Many Americans today would hear something that conflicts with their beliefs and go ahead and start attacking each other because of it, which in today's age, we should not be opposing one another when faced against a common enemy, a societal, nationwide, or even global problem. Instead, we need to learn a thing or two from the Bulgarians and our extended family on staying together through the most difficult of times.